This time the message is different. Ain't that human nature about the girl on the screen and how we all treat her. Now don't you all fret, this is gonna get crazy, but I ain't doing this just cause I'm kinda lazy. Your mind might get hazy with women like Gatsby's Daisy. After this track y'all be screaming, damn that was better than Jay-Z. So don't you worry about my gender, about to drop some true shit. This ain't Josh Jacobs, it's J Money's new hit. There's some problem nowadays with hating on blacks and gays. These problems need to be solved, not what I wanna set ablaze. I wanna talk about women and those TV girls and how the media portrays them in this effed up world. When we see them on the screen, they all have nice hips, maybe a large chest, a big butt, perhaps some Botox lips. The girls learn young that they need curves like a bottle so that they can be Sports Illustrated swimsuit models. Sometimes it's not about looks, a whole nother problem is a woman's free will and how they can't solve them. So I'm here to talk about women, how they shouldn't be like slaves to different men and how they just aren't free. But it's not only now, let me tell you right here, the sexism thing has been happening for years. In plays of old days, stuff like this was all the craze. My boy has stuff to say and his name is Shakespeare. Young Patricio throwing down right in Act 2, telling Catherine what's gonna happen, showing no concern, saying will you, kneel you, I will marry you. Then he says, now Kate, I am your husband for your turn. Here we don't see Catherine having her say. Patricio pretty much tells her she doesn't get a choice, that to marry him would be an honor. Okay, and just like real life, he takes away her voice. This message is crazy. It's just straight whacking. Over 500 years ago, yes, that's the fact. It's like nothing has changed from what we've all seen between 1593 and 2016. But that's not it, not the only damage that he's done. Shakespeare had more to say about this shunning of women and how they shouldn't look like banners. He's the OG maker of unrealistic standards. So Patricio's back, laying down some more heat, not letting Kate do anything, especially eat. This time it's right in Act 4, lying to her, throwing her food right on the floor. Now I gotta speed it up cause this track is only 409 minutes. It's short, I know, but that is all. So I'll tell you what Patricio just says to us, and that's to make her come and know her key, first call. To him, his new wife is nothing more than a falcon, something he can't control and will listen to him. She is just some shiny toy, just some random object, a thing that he doesn't have to even respect. Enough about that old man's play for now. Let's talk about the woman in the movies and how they're still used as objects for a man's possessions. They can't do anything other than be taught a lesson. They do it all the time, putting women in the backseat like Bond getting all the chicks, DiCaprio on Wall Street. These movies just show objectification of women and their poor representation. But I want to talk about one movie in specific. The message it sends is the opposite of terrific. I'm talking about that movie Grease in 1978 where the women are changed and no one should relate. When Sandy changes her appearance just to fall in love, why should she be the one to change when push comes to shove? This parallel is just too clear to just miss. At Patricio's word, Catherine gives him a kiss. He changes her, makes her nothing more than a hoe, just like Sandy changed to impress Danny Zuko. Now what message is that send to women in those days? That they need to be like her, exactly like she's portrayed? But that's not true. No, it's not. In fact, the opposite. They shouldn't be like that, or Kate in Shakespeare's skit. So I'll leave you with one more thought, something to reflect on. You don't have to, cause after this I'm gone, but next time you watch a movie, see some woman, just don't grade them on a scale from 1 to 10.